Hi, this is Melissa with Couture, and I'm a women's pattern designer. I'm going to be showing you how to put in an invisible zipper, and this is for the women's Faryn's pattern. And so I'm at the step where these are the two back pieces, and I already I did a base stitch. I already serged the sides, or the center of the back pieces, and then I did a 3/8 inch base stitch in a contrasting thread all the way down the piece. This will help us put on our invisible zipper. So first we need to prepare the zipper. So you'll take your iron and you want to put it on a synthetic setting, and you're going to lay the zipper, so the right side of the zipper, you want to lay that down, and so you're going to be ironing the wrong side, and you're opening up the teeth of the zipper, and you're just ironing that place right in there. You're opening it up because that's where you're going to be sewing, and you're going to be ironing all the way up both sides and opening that up. But you don't want to melt the plastic of the zipper, so do make sure you have it on synthetic setting. Okay, I already did that on both sides. So our next step is going to be pinning the invisible zipper onto your dress. So you'll take your left side and make sure you can see. You'll open up your zipper and you're going to take it and put the seam allowance on. Let me make sure I have it the right way. Here we go. Okay, so you want the right side of your zipper down, and you're going to put that stopper. Can you zoom in on the stopper? Mm-hmm. The stopper on the top of the zipper, you're going to put it on the very edge of your dress. The binding is going to go over top of this, and we will tuck this tail under. So I'm pinning it right on that contrasting thread. I'm lining up the zipper on the contrasting thread and pinning down. And I will continue to pin down, and then I will go to my sewing machine and I attached my invisible zipper foot, and I got an invisible zipper foot at Joann's. They have them in with the other zippers. It's just an attachment you can buy for your machine. It was really cheap. It was only $3, I believe, for that attachment, and it really helps. So I do recommend that you have an invisible zipper foot when you're doing the invisible zipper. Okay, and this is a 22-inch zipper. Now I'm doing this is an all knit dress. This one, I'm only using it as the overlay. I didn't do the sweetheart neck line with this dress. So I'm using the pattern just as the overlay pattern for this one. So if you did do the sweetheart neckline, you would also have that underneath your lace. So you'd have the lace, and then the sweetheart neck would be under it. So you would be pinning, there would be 3 layers. You would be pinning the main sweetheart neck dress and the lining, and then the overlay. This one I'm only using the all knit overlay. And you only need to use a zipper if you have tulle on your skirt. I found that the tool just doesn't go over the hips without a zipper. So you really need a zipper if you're going to use tulle as the skirt. If you're doing an all knit and a no tulle, you can do without the zipper. Okay, I got this all pinned on, and the tail again is extending the top of the dress, and the zipper stopper is aligned at the very top. Now I'm going to move over to my sewing machine. Okay, I'm at my sewing machine now, and I have my invisible zipper foot installed. With the invisible zipper foot, there is a left groove and a right groove. Since I pinned this to the left side, we're going to be using the left groove. And make sure that your needle is lined up in the center of the hole for the invisible zipper foot. And then you want to make sure that you're not sewing on the teeth, just close to that edge. So make sure it's lining up good. And do a back stitch at the beginning. I already started just a little bit, so I did do that already. So I'm just going to continue going down, and I will take out my pins. Close to the end. I want to sew as close as I can to the end of the zipper. That's about all I can do, and do a back stitch. Okay, now I'm going to pin the right side onto the other side, and I will show you after I pin that. Alright, I went ahead and pinned the right side of the zipper to the right side of the back of the dress. Again, the stopper is at the very top with the tail hanging off, and I went ahead and pinned all the way down, and this is the right side of the fabric. And I did check my zipper, and it's closing nicely. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you're using a lightweight knit, it's a good idea to use some stabilizer, and you can just apply it on the seam allowance. So just cut a strip of stabilizer, 3/8 of an inch, and just apply that stabilizer all the way down. That will help the fabric from puckering when you're sewing the invisible zipper. And now we're going to go and sew on the right side. Okay, I have the invisible zipper foot in with the right groove. I put the zipper in the right groove. And make sure you do a back stitch again, and you sew all the way down. I can to the end again. Okay. Now I will stop and put in my regular zipper foot. Okay. I checked the zipper and it's working great and it looks good. So now what we need to do is we're going to complete the seam and just sew all the way down. So I went ahead and pinned my fabric right sides together, and then I put a regular zipper foot, and we're going to start where it is, where you stopped, where you can see where you stopped with your seam, with your stitches when you sewed the invisible zipper. Now all you're going to be doing is sewing close to that edge and then continue sewing at 3/8 of an inch all the way down. Okay, I'm at my machine with my regular zipper foot, and I'm going to move this tail of the zipper out of the way. I don't want to sew on that. And this part's a little bit hard. Sometimes you just have to use your hand wheel to turn it a little bit. You can stitch. You just want to get close to that edge. And now I'm past the zipper. So now I'm just going to continue sewing. And I just like to keep my regular zipper foot in for this part. And I'm just going to sew all the way down. Okay, we are now done with the invisible zipper. I like to check it before I deal with the tails. So, here it is. It looks great. Now you can see that base stitching that I put in, so I will go back and remove all of that. But you can check your zipper and make sure it's zipping nice, and it is. It looks great. So that is good. Now this is an optional step. If you want, you can pin this tail down and just sew it on the seam allowance only. So you can just pin this here and simply sew there. That is an optional step, and that is in the instructions. Otherwise, you can just leave it like this. That is fine too. Okay, thank you for watching.